Good evening. Live from New York, the CC Radio Network is proud to bring you tonight's show, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc, where we talk about religion like you've never heard before. There's no evangelists here, just talk about religion with a twist. So let's get started and have some fun. Welcome our hosts for tonight, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc.
There is no heaven, there is no hell, there is only this world and its dark reflection, and we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our show, Rebellious Rev.
And the Doc.
I'm the Rev.
And I'm the Doc.
Together we are
the Rebellious Rev and the Doc. What would you expect?
Exactly.
However, we must tell them that once again we almost didn't make it again today. Technical problems is our middle name. But enough of that. Let's just hope some of you read the blurb. And does religion play a role in the politics of today? Now, obviously, we're talking about world politics, not just our own, right?
Yeah. Oh, and obviously, there's a lot of religion. You know, there's a new term that's going around, calling ISIS by a different name. They call them the Islamo-Nazis. I don't know if anybody's heard that term, but a lot of people are calling them that now. And not quite sure exactly why, but...
Well, I think probably because part of their mantra is the destruction or the dissolution of the state of Israel.
And the Jewish people. So, yeah. So Islamo-Nazis is, maybe is a good thing to say they are. What do you think? Should we change to Islamo-Nazis?
I don't. It's a rose is a rose. A rose by any other would smell as sweet. I mean, what's in a name? Bottom line, we know it as ISIS, and then it became ISIL. So what are you going to do? Change the name again?
Well, if I call, we got to be careful. Also, they may be listening to us, those Islamo-Nazis, and they hear us calling us that. They may say we're offending Muhammad by calling them Islamo-Nazis.
Well, I don't know. If I was the Prophet Muhammad, and I hadn't seen a picture of myself in about 1,400 years, I don't know if I'd be so, upset. But
no, wait, they have pictures of Christ.
They showed
of everybody. Why don't they have pictures of him?
In fact, one of the programs today for the news, they showed how Catholics are depicted, the Pope, Jews, everybody but Muhammad, or Allah. So, I mean, you got to hope that the Islamists have a sense of humor somewhere. I don't know. I just don't know.
Now, are they really Islamists, or they're a cult? Are they a cult? Some people say they're just a cult, the religion.
Well, I don't know if you caught the conference today, by the joint conference by David Cameron and President Obama.
No.
But they both said that it's they're terrorists. They try not to call them Muslim terrorists, okay, because it gives Islam a bad name. But they both said that. David Cameron said that, they're just plain terrorists. Religion, you see, according to him, religion has nothing to do with it. But the topic for today is that, religion does play an integral part.
A big role in this. Come on, guys. Who are you kidding?
I mean, go back to the reign of Saddam Hussein. When the United States deposed Saddam Hussein and Iraq surrendered, supposedly, and he went into hiding, and they were trying to, they meaning the UN coalition that was formed, okay, trying to form an Iraqi government. The Baathists who backed Saddam Hussein felt left out. They weren't. They were not. They did not feel a part of the process. Then this whole thing between Shia and Sunni, and with the overthrow or the problems in Syria, the ousting of Hosni Mubarak in Egypt, and we can go on. A lot of people felt disenfranchised, and ISIS gave them a chance to feel important again and gave them a role, not to mention gave them money.
Did you say impotent or important?
No, important.
Oh, not impotent.
No, that's what I am. They're just,
Just want to make sure we're talking the same language.
Well, folks, I mean, when you get to be a certain age, that's just what happens, and I don't mind admitting it. You young people, just wait. You'll get there, too, one day.
And then you'll be important also.
No, I won't. I'll be dead. But in any case, the problem arises, obviously, that these people felt disenfranchised. They needed a purpose, and the rebels gave them that purpose. But it's one should also be apprised of the fact that ISIS doesn't tolerate any dissension in their role in within their organization.
No, they're tough.
I mean, they just as soon cut off your head as they would somebody else's. I mean, what can I say? And all that stemmed from religion.
Yeah,
Sunni
man.
and Shia.
Sunni,
you don't see.
What are the other ones? We forget about the other guys, the ones that have been fighting on our side.
Well, I mean, look, let's face it. There are three branches of Judaism: Orthodox, Conservative, and Reformed. Well, they may not agree on certain things, and sometimes the Hasidim, who are the ultra-Orthodox Jews, don't look at other Jews as being Jews unless they practice the religion the way they do. But they're not going to go to war over it.
Yeah, that's true.
In the Catholic religion, you have Methodists, Presbyterians, Protestants. They all worship Jesus. They don't go to war over it.
Look at this thing. You see that?
I thought he was going to take a dump on the hood.
He does better.
I'm watching an elephant sit on a car.
On a Mercedes. Well, scared the hell out of the people, huh?
Well, if you're going to go to one of those zoos...
Look at this.
Hey, standing on it. If you're going to go to one of those zoos and you have...
imagine a person in the car.
An expensive car like that, you got to be stupid. But
I doubt if it's in a zoo.
That is not what would... No? Then where did it escape from?
How do you know this isn't
You happen to have a pet roaming around?
This is in Africa. Look at the car. How much room did it so far?
No, I don't know. I'm looking at the dump that the elephant took right in front of the car. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Felix is distracting me. He loves to do this. I'm trying to be serious and have a conversation here. I mean, this is a very serious topic. Do we make fun of ourselves? Of course we do. I mean, hey, that's part of the fun of the show. And Felix and I we're not shy when it comes to making light of ourselves and humor, et cetera, et cetera.
No reason to be, listen, no reason to be, not to be able to make fun of yourself, laugh at yourself, otherwise you become like the Islamo-Nazis.
Oh, now it's Islamo-Nazis? Is that it? That's how you're going to refer to them?
Yeah, for today.
For today, huh? By next week, it'll be another name.
Well, the Islamo Nazis is what some radio shows call them now.
Well, why don't we make up a name? We have a radio show.
Okay.
In fact, we're approved by iHeart. We could make up a name and let's see if it sticks.
How about
those people? You know.
Damn Muslims.
No, because that's lumping them all into one category. There you go. You're going to have trouble with
that. That's why I'm calling them Islamo Nazis.
Yeah, look at that picture. Go back.
Yeah, I saw it.
We'll go back.
I go back later.
No, I want to see my son. It's a great picture of his fiancée and himself when they were on vacation.
I know, but this isn't the time for you to be doing this. I'm researching something.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What are you trying to tell us you're researching?
I'm trying to find an article that was in here that was really great. Now I can't find it.
Because you know it doesn't exist.
Well, no, I forgot to print it up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I can't even find the song we want to hear.
You know why we haven't had any calls? We didn't tell them what the number was. Ladies and gentlemen, you can reach us. Of course, we all know that the number is right there on your screen. But you can reach us at 646-595-3275. You can reach us in the chat room.
If it ever starts up.
That's true. Felix has not opened it up yet.
Well, it is open and it's not open at the same time.
And you can also send us an email on Skype at info.ccradionetwork.com.
Email, not Skype.
Oh, what did I say? Skype again?
Yeah.
I always get those two confused. Yes. Email. Yes, okay. In any event, ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting to hear from you. You know, it's unfortunate that we allow religion to play such an important role. I mean, just look at in the United States. Look at the division between ecumenical Christians, the extreme right, and, the Republican Party, for example. You know, a lot of their platform has to do with conservative views. Speaking of conservative views, I don't know if you heard, but I'm sure you did, because if you're listening to this show, you're up on the news. The Supreme Court is going to take up the argument of same-sex marriage. And they were talking about who might be writing the dissent or who might be casting the deciding vote. And they said it might very well be Justice Breyer, I believe, because he generally casts most of the deciding votes, and he probably will be writing the paper explaining. So, what can I say?
What's your feeling of this? What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be extremely close. I think
they said it's going to be 5-4.
Either way, if it's defeated, it will be the closest vote ever, I think, because they said they tried it 20 years ago, and obviously the country was not ready for it. But right now, there are 36 states that have laws on the books granting same-sex marriage. So, and obviously, if you look at a map, you would see that most of the dissenting votes come from the South. Okay, and one or two places in the Midwest. But, I think it's going to be extremely close. I think they might just pass it. But then again, if it's not passed, what happens to the people who were already married? I mean, they have to recognize those marriages.
No, what they're going to say, they're going to probably give each state the right to make their own decision, not make it a national law.
Well, that would certainly be the way it's a states' rights thing.